Hi, and welcome back to a very fun monthly diaries video. You can probably tell by the title of this video, but this month I did something I have been wanting to do for a really long time, and that is skydiving. I have probably wanted to go skydiving ever since I found out what it was, and it's been the most consistent item in all the bucket lists I've made in the many journals I have had over the years. So obviously I wanted to look nice for the jump, so here's me doing my little makeup routine. This is also something I did for my friend Samia's birthday. I'm so glad she organized it because this is something we have talked about doing for a few years now, and it was honestly the best way to celebrate her 25th birthday. We went to Parachute Montreal, located on the North Shore, which was about an hour drive away from me, and we opted for the 13,000 feet jump. You have to plan 4 hours for the jump just because the weather might change, and we didn't have the greatest condition in the morning, so we had to wait it out. They had these games out on the lawn, so we just played until it was our turn to go up. I wasn't nervous about the jump at all. In fact, it didn't even feel real until I was in the plane going up, and even then I was just so excited. I had a really great experience, so shout out to Olivier, my instructor. I had to mute these clips because it was so windy and it's all filmed in French, but I was just saying how excited I was to jump out of the plane and that I was feeling very chill. So this is us in the plane, and it was so much fun because you could feel it getting more realer by the second, and it was so fun to see everyone's reactions. I'm really glad that we opted for the video and I get to keep these memories forever. The jump itself was insane. I did struggle in the first few seconds because it was so cold up there and hard to breathe, but when I got past that, I felt so alive. It's not just falling, it's flying. The ground below becomes a blur, the wind roars in your ears, the free fall is chaos but in the best way. It's pure adrenaline, and then the parachute opens and everything slows down. Silence replaces the rush. You're floating, suspended above the world, and you see the endless sky around you and the tiny town below, and you just feel so free and at peace. It was a true moment of bliss. Also, I went a bit rogue and I didn't tell anyone that I was doing this, not even my family, and I think that was the best decision I made because I didn't let anyone's reaction influence how I felt. My parents would have worried too much about it, and I didn't want to think about that, and besides, it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission, but honestly they took it really well. So I'm really happy that I got to fully enjoy it before sharing it with others, and not going to lie, it was fun to see people's reaction to it after I posted about it on my stories. Let's fast forward to a very fun weekend now. I took Thursday off of work so I could go around town and see all the F1 events, pop-ups, and activations. I started in the Old Port and saw Charles Leclerc's car and helmet. I also went to Fana Box to pick up an order and obviously ended up getting more merch. I then headed downtown to Crescent Street for the F1 festival, and they had a lot of activations and different cars on display. After that, I went to Holt Renfrew for the McLaren pop-up and saw these shoes, and I immediately had to get them, so I picked up the royal blue pair and got it customized. This was a free event by Mac House, and they customized the shoes for me. All I had to do was pick out the laces, the charms, and the bows, and the girls were so sweet. I just watched them work and just talked to them the whole time. If you're ever in Toronto, go check them out if you want to customize your sneakers. After that, I went to Sujuri to get some work done and vibe to the DJ, and then the craziest thing happened. The craziest thing happened today, and I just have to tell you guys because the whole time I was like driving back home, I was just thinking about it and like smiling and screaming in the car like what the fuck just happened. But basically I was waiting at this intersection to cross, and then this car stops, and guess who's in the fucking car? It's Oliver freaking Bearman, and he gets out of the car because I guess he didn't want to go through the whole like traffic area, so he just gets out. And I literally just fucking froze. Like, I didn't know what to do. Like, he got out the car right in front of me, and I'm like getting like flashbacks as I'm like telling you guys the story. I want to like keep this memory forever. Like, I can still see it in my head. But anyways, I just froze because I didn't know what to do. And he looked like he was in a rush, so he like starts walking, like speed walking. And then I was like, this is my moment. Like, I could have had like a solo moment with him, so like I started like following him. Obviously I don't want to be like a creepy stalker, but like what the fuck. So I start following him, and he's literally like 10 meters away from me, and I'm like, do I run, do I not run? There was like so many things happening in my head, but then I just like walked fast. And anyways, he made it to like the back entrance of the hotel, and he went in, and I got it on camera. But that was crazy. I feel like I should have reacted faster because then I could have at least gotten a pic. But what the hell, guys, after that, I kid you not, I was like shaking. Like, I still can't believe that happened. I know I sound crazy, like I know I sound crazy, and I didn't even know that this is how I would react to seeing an F1 driver, but that was insane. And the craziest part about this, like, it's not even seeing him, The craziest part is that this morning I saw a story of a friend of mine, and she saw him like leaving the hotel, and for some reason I just like knew that he was gonna be the first one that I would see. And obviously I was downtown today and I wasn't like expecting to really see drivers because I know that they're at the circuit, but obviously I had hoped that I would see someone. But the fact that I literally knew in my gut that he was gonna be the first one I was gonna see, and he literally got out the car right in fucking front of me, like that is absolutely insane. Is that not the craziest part? Like that's fucking crazy. Like I'm not even making this up. I swear on my life, I just knew that I was gonna see him, and I just knew that he was gonna be the first one, and he was so close to me. Like what the fuck. Anyways, I know I sound crazy, like I literally know that I sound crazy, but what the hell, still can't believe that it happened. And I don't even know what my reaction is gonna be to seeing like the other drivers. Like what the hell. Anyways, I didn't know I was this crazy. Like I didn't know I was this crazy. But when I tell you guys, we are such powerful beings, like I mean it. Like the fact that I just knew, it's almost like I manifested this. Like that's fucking insane. Anyways, I'm so happy that I literally made my fucking day, and I'm just gonna go home and sleep it off. But holy freaking shit. Anyways, I'm still in disbelief, and I have like that moment like playing in my head over and over again. I never want to forget it. I never want to forget it. But yeah, fucking that's insane. I'm so sorry that I cursed so much, but that was just anyways, it's time for me to go back home. So first day of the Grand Prix, I headed over to the circuit, and since it was my first time there, I decided to explore the grounds before going to my grandstand for the day, which was grandstand 47. I have already posted an entire vlog of my F1 weekend, so make sure you check that out if you're interested in seeing what it was like. After the 2 practices, I went downtown to meet up with my friends, and obviously I forgot to film any of it. The next day, I had some time before going to the circuit, so I went to all the pop-up stores on St. Catherine. My view for day 2 was insane. I had tickets for grandstand 1, and my seat was right in front of the Red Bull garage. It was the coolest experience to see the cars leaving the garages, the pit stops in real life, and the cars lining up in the pit lane. I also saw the boys up close, and I couldn't believe it. It was a day that I'll never forget. After qualifying, I met up with some friends downtown. We went to Bosa for sandwiches, and this really hit after the long day out. We then walked around the city, and that was day 2. I got to the circuit a little later on Sunday, but made it right in time for the drivers parade. My grandson of the day was 21, so I had the view of the hairpin, and it made for a very exciting view for the race. I definitely manifested a podium for the Mercedes boys, but I was really happy that Max came in second. Maybe I was his lucky charm that weekend, who knows. After the race, I stopped by the Ritz to see if I could spot any other drivers, and I saw Carlos, Gabriel, and Kimi, and that was the end of an amazing weekend. The rest of the month definitely slowed down, but it was still packed with sweet, simple summer moments. I shot some stuff for Linear, ate loads of ice cream, and shared good food with friends. It's also not summer without fireworks, and I hadn't been to the Saint Jean fireworks in 6 years, so I went this year, and it was definitely a vibe. And lastly, I ended the month celebrating my friend Sandra's 25th birthday at Siamo Noi, an Italian restaurant that I've been wanting to try for a really long time. The vibe was fancy and elegant. We started with the burrata, which was creamy and fresh, and the pistachio and mortadella pizzette, which was probably my favorite thing that I had. I ordered the ravioli for my main. The filling was rich and creamy, and the sauce was simple but fresh. And of course, we had to end with the tiramisu. Overall, Siamo Noi is a solid spot, good food and elegant vibe, but nothing blew me away or was super surprising, but everything was well done and enjoyable. So that was the month of June. It was definitely my favorite month so far. It was full of great memories, good vibes, and I can't wait to see what's next. I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I will see you very soon.